Hi YouTube! So I want to start making a second pocket letter and I'm very excited because this one will be for my friend Becky and she's forbidden from watching the videos now, so she's sad but I don't want her to see what I'm making for her, so it's a hard life for her because she can't watch knowing that she could. And then yeah, thank you Becky for not watching. She will watch later though. So for this one I will need a small bow. I tied one already. I also typed on my computer, lucky me, I've got you. I might need a little bit of bling, so I took it out already. White cardstock and 2 shades of green cardstock. And I will also need a penny. And I chose one from last year. I mean, there are a lot from last year, it's not rare or something. But I wanted to use the one from last year because I met her last year. So, yes, I didn't really meet her. I only know her from messaging because she's so far away. But, however, I want to start out by cutting cards. So I want this one to be smaller so I can see the sides pretty good. And then I need an even smaller piece of white cardstock. So I will just take my cardstock, all the different ones, and I will just stick them on top of each other. Like this. And I'm very excited to be crafting this one. I'm always excited to craft for Becky because she's great. You know, you have seen her letters, I guess, if you watched my videos, and she's so good. She's really good. If I'm at this level, she's kind of, you know, so there is a difference between us. However, the very first pocket letter I sent to her was, so if I'm on this level right now, I was down here because it was one of my very first letters I ever made. And if I think back, I gave my best, but I didn't know all of this. I didn't have any paper or anything. And she messaged me and she said that she loved it and she wanted to swap with me again, which when I saw her pocket letter, I was just stunned. I was thinking, oh my god, this artist wants to have my pocket letter. So that was so nice. She encouraged me and she always says that my pocket letters are beautiful, which makes me feel better, of course, and makes me want to craft more. So she is really good. She's very nice. So I'm always excited to make one for her. And I'm always a little scared because she's so much better. But it gets better with me, you know. I start kind of trusting her that she really likes it. So, yeah, I'm sorry about the car outside. Somebody has the alarm going. So, while I was waiting for the alarm to go off outside in somebody's car, I just stuck it to a piece of cardstock because it was just printer paper. So I stuck it onto it and I'm not gonna do a lot to it. I will just cut it out with this, I don't know how you call them. So the scissors which cut this pattern, I guess. So I will just cut it. I could have printed it on this cardstock, but I kind of wanted it to stick out a little bit to the side. So I decided to print it on an extra piece of paper and then just do that. So I wanted to go just a little bit over the edge right here. But first I need to make my shamrock. I will just make one in the same way I did them all before. So I will take a piece of paper and I will just make a couple hearts. I made 4 hearts and I will just stick them right here. I'm gonna make really small dots with that. I will put a yellow gem from the Dollar Tree on top of this, or well, I have some from the Dollar Tree, but I have this one on my table right now and it has yellow, so I'm just gonna use this one. And then I will just draw the stem as I always do, because I don't know, I don't want to cut one out. I think if you just draw it, it looks better. I'll go ahead and just, it's just down here. And I will stick my penny right here also. So kind of, I'm not sure. Let me see how I want to do this. So this is kind of how I want it to go. See, I want the Lucky Me to be there, and I want the penny to be right here on the stem. And then I will put the ribbon right here, the little bow. So I'm going to be starting out with this part, so I know where it goes now. And I will just stick it on there. I'm using a piece of sticky dot. I always use it for my bows and I never had a problem with that, so I think it's like it's holding up. It's better than the crafter's tape. So I always use it for the bows, as I said. I will probably use one for the penny too. So, like this. And because the cards stay in the pockets, I don't worry about it falling off or anything, so it's not a card you're gonna be using. And I want to put some hearts up here. I don't know if it goes with the theme, but I love her, so I want a couple hearts to be on there. So just like that. And I'm done. I'm not gonna be doing much more to this because the card is done. I will probably just draw a little bit of a longer stem because, you know, this one tiny piece was sticking out and you wouldn't know what it is at all. So, however, now I'm done. It's kind of, I don't know, I want to do a little bit more to it, but not too much. And I have this glitter glue. It's from Dollar Tree, so it's nothing special. And I will just put some on the shamrock. When it dries, it will be just a tiny bit of glitter. I would like to have this glitter pen. I don't remember what it's called. I wrote it down somewhere. It's really nice. I think it's like Stella glitter pen, glitter brush. So I would like to have this one, but I did not get it yet, so I'm using what I have. And I will also put a little bit on the dots here on the bottom. It will dry and it will be less than now. So now it's like a bunch, but it will be less. I think it looks better. It was just lacking something right there. So, can you see it? It's pretty, isn't it? And so quick. So, I'm gonna be doing another card today. I don't know. I want to do as many as possible because when I'm in this mood, I just want to do more. And my room is messed up already and everything is out already, so I might as well do more. Okay, so this is for this one. Let's do the next one right away. Hey guys, so I have a little problem. I was recording what I was doing, but I did not hit the record button. It's so funny. I'm glad I didn't do more, because I would have been really upset if I would do everything and then I couldn't show you. I did something though. I have 3 pieces of paper right here. I stuck one to the other. It's 3 shades of green. So, and I cut small. I took a button from the Dollar Tree. I outlined it, and then I cut white pieces of paper because I wanted to have polka dots. And I should have done it before I had the 3 layers. Now I will have to very carefully cut the ends off here, but this will be okay. Then I also took a piece of paper and cut 3 pieces for a banner here. This will be on the bottom of my banner. And I outlined the same banner and I cut 4 pieces in white cardstock. And I punched with my 1 punch hole, I punched the small circles because I don't have polka dot paper and I want to use some. So I will just stick it to the white paper and create my own polka dot, and I tied 2 bows. So that's what I did so far. I hope it was not like confusing to you now and you can still follow what I am doing here. So I'm gonna just very carefully cut off the ends of my circles and hope that it's gonna turn out alright. I should have done it before I stuck the paper to each other though. If you want to do this, just remember that. Oh, well, that worked out pretty good, but still, I should have done it before. Whatever, moving on. So now I want to make a banner right here, and I want to have it in 2 layers, so I will have 1 green layer on the bottom, and then the main banner will be like on top of it. But I need to make a polka dot banner first. And now I'm looking at my cam all the time just to make sure that I hit that record button. Oh my goodness. I'm getting old. Okay, let me make my polka dot paper. I will just take a little bit of glue and then I'll just stick the different green circles on the banner. I have a problem with doing something random. In my brain, everything always has to be, you know, in a line, or it always has to fit. It always, random doesn't work in my brain, so it's kind of hard for me to just put the dots randomly somewhere. I don't know, it's more or less random. I have to leave it to dry for a little bit, and I don't know, this is just what I do. I would always stick it under my mat because they stay flat there and then I don't touch them. And they dry there pretty good. So while they are drying there, I will make my shamrocks, and I want to put them like on top or in between of the banner. So I'm gonna just pick the smallest ones, and I need 2 of them, and I will just go with those 2. And because they are so flat, as I always do, I will stick them to a piece of cardstock and then I will cut them out, because I think it's better. They're just, you know, not that flimsy anymore. So just like that, it's just a little bit, you know, they're just not flimsy. That's all I want. I don't want them to be flimsy. They will be barely visible, I guess, at the end. So now, those have dried a little, and on purpose, I did go over the line. So I'm just gonna cut the pieces off. I tried my best to do it randomly, so I have polka dot paper. Self-made. So, you know, when I started out crafting, I would limit myself. I would want to craft something and then I would say, but I don't have this sponge, but I don't have this paper, and I don't have whatever, this dye. But I learned that I'm only limiting myself, so nothing limits me. I don't have polka dot paper, so what will I do? I can say, oh, then I can't craft this. Or I go ahead and I create my own, and I think it's turning out good. So, you know, just don't limit yourself. Just try to use something else. So if you can't go to Michael's and get all those fancy papers, make papers yourself. I mean, some people don't have Michael's. Some people don't have the money for Michael's. So I don't go to Michael's and shop there for everything. I strictly use, when I go to Michael's, I take my husband and I take my daughter, and each of us will use the 50 or 60% coupon and get only one thing. So I'm not buying anything else. However, I talk too much again. I want to go ahead and attach my banner. First, I'm gonna hope that it's going to fit. So let me see. Yeah, it kind of does. So this is how I want it to go. And I want the other pieces to go in between. You know, so it's kind of two-layer banner. And I'm gonna just put them in between, and I will make a small dot where I want to stick them down. Okay, now I will just glue the, what is it, the shamrock paper banner. I will just glue it right there where I made the dots. And I will just glue the top of it so the bottom can stick out. And now I will glue my banner on top of that. So the polka dot banner. So this is what I got for now. And I'm not done yet, so I need my shamrocks. And I will be sticking them in between the first and second and the third and fourth. I will just glue them down like that, and then I will glue my little tiny bow on top of the shamrock. I want to do the whole glue part right away so I can just leave it to dry and don't have to leave it to dry a couple times. I hate waiting. I'm not patient when I'm crafting. I want it all right away. That's why mostly I use the tape. But I think this one should be done with the glue. So now I will take my tiny, I don't even know if you can see it. Right there. Just a tiny bow. I will glue it right on top of my shamrock. I'll just stick it underneath my mat and kind of press it down so everything sticks. And I will leave it there for a couple minutes just so it can dry. So while my card was drying, I took my glitter gel pen And this was probably the hardest thing for me to do because I'm really not good with smaller things. I spelled out the word luck with my glittered gel pen. This is from Dice, so I don't know if I told you that. I could have written right on the banner, but first of all, I didn't want to mess it up. And it's a little bit hard to write on this polka dots, which I glued down. So I decided to just do that. And I went to glue the word on the banner. Everything has dried, so let me take them off and show you really quick. So it's all dry, and this is how it looks like. I think it's just cute. It's a little bit something different, right? So, you know, I just want to spell it out and glue it on there. Maybe I should have opened my glue first. Sometimes when I edit my videos, I don't know if I should keep stuff like this in them because they are kind of funny and I don't mind sharing when I mess up, but I just don't want my videos to get too long. If you have like alphas which are that small, of course you can use them, or you can just write it on it. So this is how it looks like. It says luck on that. And I have to cut down the banner here from the side because it's not gonna fit into the pocket. So yes, now it's gonna fit in there. And just because I did it to the other card, and I just like to have a little bit of glitter, I don't know, I will just use a little bit of glitter glue on the white. When it dries, it's almost not visible, it's just a tiny bit. And I will also take some green and put it on the one color. It's one shade of green polka dots, so not on all of them, just on the lighter green ones. As long as it's wet, it looks like it's a lot, but it is going to dry. And if you know the glitter glue from Dollar Tree, you know that it's gonna be like very, very different. This is just a little bit wet right now, so it looks kind of darker. You know, I just cut the ends off of my bow. This one is a little bit too long. So yes, this one is done. And isn't it pretty? It's like a little banner. I have to leave it to dry. So we got 2 cards done today. And I will be probably crafting 1 or 2 more. I don't know, it's getting late already and I have to go to bed sometimes. So let me show you the 2 we made. I think they turned out pretty good. So yes, I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoy crafting very much, as you can see. And yeah, leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't, watch, share. I still have the Facebook site and I figured out you can post pictures on it, so please go ahead and show me something, because nobody posted a picture yet. I mean, everybody got a phone now. Take a picture, guys. Just take a picture and post it. Make me happy, please. Okay, that's it, and I will see you for my next video, and I will check for pictures every day. You have a good day. Bye bye.